Hey everyone, GuardianE here with another Questline playthrough video for Azur Lane, this time taking a closer look at one of the popular pasta ships in the game. Yes, we're talking about the lovely Zara, who is right now showing off her live 2D poolside coincidence costume. Zara has certainly made an impact on the internet. She's certainly, I think, one of the more popular ships to be introduced into the game recently. And for good reason. She's gorgeous, and again, her poolside coincidence costume is definitely makes a visual impact, I'll say. And it's pretty interesting because since the event itself, they've actually made some adjustments and updates to the live 2D skin. For example, they've adjusted some of the animations, like some of the pole gripping animation that she has. They've adjusted that. They've also introduced and added in a whole new opening animation for her when you first start up the game, and she's your secretary. It's pretty awesome. She has a whole new animation where she sort of climbs out of the pool or and pulls off her goggles and climbs up the ladder. So it's pretty nice. And they also added this little whistle around her neck that you can see. That's actually a part of her static art. She has it in her mouth because she's blowing into it, but they decided to kind of toss it in to the live 2D animation as well, and so it just kind of hangs around her neck. So yeah, they've made some adjustments to Zara, and of course, when she was introduced, they also gave her her own quest line, which is kind of nice. So we're going to go ahead and run through the quest line together for the first time. I have not watched any of the quest line, but I'm eager to learn more about Zara and figure out, you know, what makes her tick, what she's interested in, and what the storyline brings us. Zara character story. Storia Di Rosa. Chapter 1. Good morning. Port. Office. Ah, Commander, you're awake. How many fingers am I holding up? How many fingers? Is this a trick question? I mean, it looks like... I mean, you've got 2 fingers in your stocking, so I'm gonna go with that. I don't know. I don't know what you want from me. Wrong. A thumb isn't a finger. I'm afraid you're not totally awake yet. Oh, I guess she was... I don't know. I sent you to bed last night, and yet I found you passed out on your desk this morning. Were you working all night, Commander? You can't be pulling all-nighters like that. I was getting lectured by Zara, my secretary's ship. All because I stayed up to get some work done ahead of schedule. Of course, in the end, I was so tired I couldn't finish it. And now I'm behind schedule. I've told you 100 times, I'm your secretary's ship. You have to let me help you. You can't be working yourself to death like this. Could it be... Commander? Do you not trust me? You'd rather collapse from exhaustion in the dead of night? If that's really how it is, then I've been derelict in my duties, and I apologize profusely. Aw, Zara. Zara suddenly flipped around to blaming herself. But I was never one to let others take responsibility for my failings. It won't happen again. Really? So you'll listen to me from now on? We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. That's too bad. Then I'm off. I certainly hope to find a strong and healthy commander when I return. It was a close call. If I had just given in to her, who knows what would have happened. But I couldn't spend the whole day splaying out on my desk. I had to clean myself up. When I started to move, I felt something had been draped over my back. It was... Zara's cape? I would have to thank her when she got back. Oh, so she threw it over me while I was passed out at my desk. It's very sweet of her. Chapter 2. A Caring Big Sister? Port. Office. Alright, so we're still in our office. Alright, that's about all for today's missions. Zara and I have been working together a lot more since the all-nighter incident. While I was thankful for the support, I couldn't help but think that my job was no longer my own. Knock knock. Carabiniere coming in. Carabiniere knocked, entered, executed a standard 90-degree bow, and looked directly at me. "Please forgive the interruption, Commander. Chief!" "What's the matter?" "Well, actually, I came to express my humblest thanks to you, Chief. Thanks to your wise counsel, I made some new friends, and had a wonderful time. Words cannot express my gratitude." "Is that all? I told you before it was nothing. You don't need to take everything so seriously. We're friends. And please drop the Chief thing. Zara will do." "It wasn't nothing. Chief, you took me shopping for clothes, helped me try on outfit after outfit. You can't be interrupting the Commander's work over every little thing, now can you? If you're not here on fleet business, it can wait." Absolutely, Chief. Forgive my insubordination." Carabiniere backed out of the room, demonstrated another perfectly starched bow, and gently closed the door. Who would have thought that she even thanks people for things like that? Oh? Did that pique your interest? Is prodding into a young girl's private affairs one of your hobbies? Don't be projecting, Zara, come on. I guess I can tell you, it's no big deal anyway. Carabiniere isn't so great at expressing herself, but she still managed to make a few non-Sardinian friends. I guess they made plans to go out together and she was panicking over what to wear. She came to me for advice. Apparently, Veneto told her to just try wearing something outside your comfort zone. My favorite part was when she showed up with a mountain of photographs of different outfits. She really tries too hard in everything. But of course, when it comes to fashion, the only way to be sure is to try things on yourself. So, I took her shopping. You know, Commander, you should have me do your look next time you've got a date. That conversation was heading in an unproductive direction, so I steered our attention back towards work. I actually would have wanted to pull on that thread a little bit more, maybe go on a fashion date or something. That kind of sounds like fun, right? Chapter 3, Caring for the Commander. Well, maybe I'll get my wish. See what this one's all about. Port Office. Now all that's left is the research and development budget. Knock, knock. Pardon me. Oh, we're seeing Trento. Is that Trento? Zara looked uncharacteristically rattled. Ah, Commander, just who I was looking for. I came to thank you for taking me to try that soccer cuisine. Huh? All I recall was showing her to the cafeteria. As I said, I wanted to thank you, but by the time I finished eating, you were nowhere to be found. But then it dawned on me. Why, during work hours, the Commander would have to be in the command office. Well, that certainly was a logical conclusion. In any case, yay! Oh, is this going to be a glomp? Even more startling was when I found my face buried in her voluptuous bosom. Good, Commander. Good, Commander. You did great. I'm so proud of you. That's very nurturing. I struggled to breathe, smothered by her pillowy chest. Trento, why is it you feel the need to come to the office and... She pulled Zara right in with me. And how could I forget my sweet little Zara? You helped Carabiniere make friends. You deserve a reward too. Good girl, good girl. I should take my leave now. Good luck with work, you two. I like Trento. I like Trento. Trento closed the door behind her as she left. She just comes and goes like a storm, that girl. I really have a hard time dealing with her. If she was able to even shake Zara up like this, perhaps I should be careful around her. Commander, you seem to be pretty happy cozying up to Trento earlier. Maybe you'd like to give mine a try? Lambda? Is it... I don't know what that is. Despite being the second time today, I was no less startled to be once again drowning in softness. This is a good day. This is a real good day. You're beat red, Commander. Now, mine or Trento's? Which did you like better? That's a dangerous, dangerous question. There's no right answer to this question. I couldn't be sure if I was in heaven or in hell. I actually really enjoyed that interaction with Trento and Zara. We got to see a little sneak peek of Trento as a character being this just tornado of energy and affection as she kind of storms into a room, leaves it in shambles, and then leaves, which is just really endearing. And then, of course, we get to see Zara's interactions with her sister, how she cares for her sister, but at the same time, the normally stoic, unflappable, overconfident Zara suddenly becomes flustered by her sister's antics, and it's really cute. So, and then as soon as Trento leaves, Zara reverts back to her default, her flirtatious teasing, which is wonderful, but it's an interesting interaction. So, moving on, Chapter 4, Afternoon Chat. I brought lunch today. Apparently, the Sakura girls call this kind of lunchbox a bento. Want to eat together? When lunchtime rolled around, Zara and I stayed in the office to share the bento. So, I got invited to one of those Royal Navy tea parties once, and had a pretty good time. I wonder if they have to orchestrate something like that. They don't? And they throw one of these almost every day? Those Royal Navy girls really are something. Oh, so you know how Cavor and Caesar are always trying to one-up each other? They might look that way, but they're closer than anyone else. Zara was the talkative sort. There was nothing she couldn't squeeze a conversation out of. We spent our time discussing the fleet and her homeland, the Sardegna Empire, when suddenly, Commander, can I ask you a question? Gun to your head, would you rather have a hardworking girl like Carabiniere or a warm and gentle lady like Trento? Zara asking these trick questions, trying to get a rise out of me, clearly. Come on, spit it out. I promise not to tell anyone, just between you and me. I've been placed in a difficult position. I had no idea why, but it somehow felt like my life was at a crossroads. Actually, you're my type, Zara. Good answer. That is the strategic choice for sure. Let's go with that. You're an excellent naval strategist, but I got commander zoned. Oh no! No, are we getting rejected by Zara? Come on! Aw, Zara. Breaking my heart here. Even though she was playing around, I couldn't help but feel a little hurt. Oh? Commander, if I didn't know better, I'd say you were disappointed. Don't tell me. Were you serious? Don't take it to heart. No matter what happens, I will honor my promise to bring victory and glory to your fleet. That includes serving you as your secretary's ship. Now, I can't have my colleagues seeing you with that dejected face. You know how they talk. Open up and let me feed you some of my juicy steak. Of course, I knew it was just a joke. I shouldn't take it to heart. And the texture of the steak was really delightful. I had to be careful not to talk with my mouth full. Talking to you is so much fun, Commander, but we do need to be getting back to work. Let's do this again sometime. Somehow, I felt like Zara was always 2 steps ahead of me. And I can't say I like that very much. Alright, so that certainly raises a lot of questions as far as our relationship, right? We just got commander zoned, which is very unfortunate, but she also was joking and teasing, so, is that how she really feels? Her default inclination is always to just joke and tease, so maybe she just wanted to get a rise or a reaction out of us, but maybe that's how she really feels. And if it is how she really feels, is she open to changing that view, that relationship? Guess we'll just have to see. So, moving on, Chapter 5, Devil's Whispers. Port, office. Break time, Commander. Put your work down. Is there anything your secretary can do for you? Just say the first thing on your mind. Ask her to clean your ears. That's the first thing on your mind? I'll tell you right now, that's not the first thing on my mind. It's such a bizarre direction to take this. First thing on your mind, really. Well, I guess that does fall in line with the whole notion of her pampering you, like putting your head in her lap and, her cleaning your ears. And she actually does have that one voice line. If you get her to, I think, crush level of affection in her profile, she mentions, cleaning your ears and having your head in her lap. So I guess this is a callback to that, and we're going to see that to fruition. So it looks like that's the direction we're going. Ask her to clean your ears. Huh? Clean your ears? I guess I can try. I figured this was a good way to see another side of Zara. Hehehe. Now then, come rest your head right here on my lap. Don't be nervous. Just relax. Ah, that's it. And put this on for me. It was an eye mask. It's kind of kinky, Zara. I didn't know what she was up to, but I decided to go along with her anyway. Alright, here we go. Don't move, Commander. I felt something hard and metallic pressed against my ear. Zara's earpick made slow, gentle circles around the edge of my ear before gently making its way inside. The contrast of my ear rejecting a foreign object against the tingly pleasure of the earpick sliding through my narrow ear canal was an indescribable experience. The earpick rubbed up against the deepest part of my ear, where Zara started to slowly and gently twist it around. The tiny circular motions lightly tickled the sensitive nerves near my eardrum. Waves of pleasure surged from my ear, washing over my brain and sending out tingles over my entire head. With my vision blocked by the eye mask, the feelings were only that much more intense. I began to lose consciousness as I drowned in the soothing joy of Zara's ear cleaning. Naughty. Huh? Her breathy whisper flooded my brain with pleasure, making every nerve from my neck up cry out in ecstasy. I suddenly realized I had once again played right into Zara's hands. She had me trapped, completely at her mercy. That's not really a bad thing in my opinion. Commander, you're not allowed to fall asleep until after I'm done, okay? Hehehe. A little direct ASMR from Zara herself. Honestly, her voice is really great. I kind of wish that part was voiced and I could put on some headphones and just kind of let Zara whisper some sweet nothings into my ear directly. That'd be kind of nice. But regardless, Chapter 6, Commander's Ordeal, is up next. Commander, since we have the day off tomorrow, how about we go shopping together? Was she asking me on a date? If she was, then I really shouldn't have given in so easily. We've got everything Carabiniere asked for, plus Littorio's perfume. There's still cosmetics. Commander, over here. What I thought was going to be a lovely date had turned into me hauling 4 huge shopping bags behind Zara. And we need dumbbells for Caesar. Exercise equipment over there. Dumbbells were on the list too? Little shout out to Caesar's costume where she's a fitness master. That's all we needed to get for everyone. Thanks so much, Commander. There's no way I could have done this in one trip without you. Oh, but there is one last thing. Over here, Commander. It was a clothing shop. We're going to take this special opportunity to try a new look on you, Commander. Hehehe. Zara gazed at me with devious eyes as she approached with a veritable wardrobe in her arms. Of course, you have to try them on before we know if they're any good on you. Come on, Commander. One by one, you're going to try them all on. What do you mean you're embarrassed? That's right, tenesamente. Don't you know my motto, Commander? I realized I wasn't getting out of that shop unless I did as she asked. It felt like eons. And with that, everything got where it needed to be. I had a lot of fun today. Thanks, Commander. But really, the night is still young. How about keeping me company a while longer? You wouldn't say no to me, would you? Honestly, Zara, pretty much can't say no to you. We'd already come this far. Figured I might as well see our date through to the end. Alright, so it looks like this will be potentially a continuation of our date. Chapter 7, Starry Night. Ooh, new backdrop. Very pretty. Alright, we're here. This is the perfect spot. Zara had pulled me to a bench, where we sat admiring the starry sky. Thanks again for today, Commander. Here, I got you a sports drink. Not to mention the part where I made you my pack mule for the day. Thanks, and sorry. It wasn't so bad, was it? Zara was staring directly into my eyes. Even as dark as it is, I can see it in your eyes, Commander. I can see that dissatisfaction. I want to show her my strong and heroic side. I don't want to be prey that she toys with. Well, that's what your eyes are saying. They're full of frustration that you've never succeeded. But I love toying with you, my prey. I never get tired of it. In the end, Zara was always 2 steps ahead of me. Anytime I tried to resist her, she always brought me to heel. The stars really are beautiful. The night actually brings back some pretty ugly memories. But even so, I can't help but admire the way the stars twinkle. They carry with them people's hopes and dreams, across tens, hundreds, thousands of light years, out to the edge of the universe. But you're different, Commander. You're right here with me. The stars are cold and distant, but you're real. I can touch you. I know I overdo it sometimes, but I really much prefer the prey caught in my traps to some smooth and confident fleet officer. Looking into this face of yours just makes me want to tease you more. Sooner or later, this game of ours is going to end, and we'll be right back where we started. So, Zara clung to my arm. I won't be a star off in the sky either. I'll be here, with you. Commander, I'll always be here with you. Maybe she'd gotten too tired. Zara rested her head on my chest. Don't you think it'd be scandalous if someone saw us like this? But let's keep it up. For just a little while longer. Okay? Well, I thought that was a very, very sweet ending. Very cute. You got to see this vulnerable side of Zara that you normally wouldn't because you were secluded and alone. She got to sort of share her feelings. Zara, throughout the course of the entire thing, had a lot of ups and downs. I feel like the story questline actually fleshed her out as a character a lot more than I would have thought. And I don't know exactly what I was expecting, but I think it did a great job in showcasing sort of how she cares about her sisters, her interactions, how she is, flirtatious and teasing, but a little bit emotionally distant. Like, she keeps you at arm's length. For honestly what appears to be a little bit, her protection and your protection. I think she recognizes the game that gets played in terms of being the secretary and rotation of secretaries, and she's recognizing that the time that they have, that she, at least the way that she perceives it, you'll end up running out of time and things will reset and things will be back the way that they started. But she's not above enjoying the moment as it is, looking out over the starry sky, maybe getting a little ASMR, and just appreciating the moment for what it is. So I actually really, really enjoyed the Zara questline. I thought it was well done, and I thought it honestly gave her more layers than I was expecting. And like I said, I wasn't expecting anything specific, but I enjoyed it a great deal. So hopefully you guys did too, and if you did, please feel free to leave us a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel for more Azur Lane content. If you enjoy the questline playthroughs, please let me know in the comments so I know that you guys do enjoy it. If you don't like it, let me know why. Let me know that you just hate it. That's fine too. If you have specific requests for ships to do in the future, let me know as well in the comments below. I'd be interested to hear. We thank you so much for watching and taking some time out of your day to spend with us. We really, really do appreciate it. And until next time, let's protect those waters.